First show of the season, JB.
Yeah.
Finally,
the TripleODynasty. Finally,
it's been a long 4 or 5 months since the Romania Muscle Fest in November. We are in April. First show of the season, small show, but it was great to see the ladies back, JB.
Yeah, it was kind of refreshing. A show on stage, ladies on stage, giving their best, showing their condition, showing their show, showing their everything. I think every athlete was happy to be on stage finally, and was a nice show, and quite entertaining. I liked it.
We want to say what's so good is that we have a lot of Instagram key warriors that's always complaining about everything, but Sydney Gillen, Andrea Shaw, Whitney Jones, instead of complaining, they put their mouth, they put their mouth where the word is, the word where their mouth is, or the whatever it's called, and they actually put on a show for repeat women's bodybuilding and figure, produce the show, and now it's just up to pack it up with more athletes for the next years coming, correct?
Yes, and it's a good sign for the upcoming shows that the athletes have to appear, and and you can see athletes all by themselves can put on the show by themselves. So it's a good sign.
Very important. It's not easy. I believe Sydney and Andrea is the only one that's put a show up while a pro show, that is, while they're currently active. So we want to say thank you to them for putting on a show and giving opportunities to the athlete along with the pro league. And I think Jake Wood was helping a lot with everything also, wasn't he? I believe they said it in the speech.
Yeah, also they have a little bit of help behind the scenes, but keep the honor to the girls, ladies pro. Sorry.
Okay, let's go into it.
But
women,
just to remind that Natalia Coelho, the currently women's physique Miss Olympia, has also been sponsored the women's physique class. So thank you very much also.
But Sydney Gillen raised the bar. She added another $4,000. You saw it? To a winner of figure. And obviously, the figure were completely stacked. They brought tremendous athletes. So congratulations for that class at that event. Awesome. But anyway, 5th place. We're going to talk about the top 5, the girls that finished the placings. We had in 5th place from Spain, Martina Lopez. We saw her turn pro. I saw her live. She did not turn pro in Spain. She continues to compete. She won her pro card at the Olympia, the Amateur Olympia in November. She's moved to America for personal training, I believe, and things like that. And she went into the TripleODynasty. We saw her physique 10 days out, so we knew what we were getting. But first of all, JB, what do you like about Martina Lopez physique?
Well,
in 5th place, by the way.
In 5th place, see the link below to the routine of her. What I liked is she was a little bit off, but she has a very nice muscle belly. She has a 3D. Her shape was great, I think. Not the condition, the shape. She was round. She was a women's bodybuilder, and I liked it very much. So, and the routine was awesome.
For people wondering, why are you guys talking so much about Martina Lopez? Well, we talk about a little bit more, obviously, about the girls that the people are massively supporting, meaning there's a big following for it. And if you guys look at our female bodybuilding YouTube, you can see she is tripling the views of any other competitor with whatever she's doing, meaning there is a large fan base for Martina Lopez.
And
definitely. JB, I love her shape. Her upper body, lower body matches. Legs are obviously a little bit standing out, but she is round. she's young. She looks very like they're very concerned about this femininity, and she has tons of femininity, as you can see. But it's the roundness. It's the and it's also a little bit about that raw young talent, isn't it, JB? When you see her, you're like, wow, we have some raw young talent here, JB.
Yeah, and she has that that look. Is I compared it to Catwoman. You know what I mean? She's always not really.
I have
smiling,
no idea. I have no idea what you mean. Explain.
Yeah, okay. Let's know it.
She delivered, voted by myself and JB, had her routine of the night. We put a poll on our female bodybuilding Instagram. We'll have thousands of votes, and she won routine of the night. Tremendous routine. She posted to Michael Jackson, giving to me the remix. It's out on our channel. JB put it out 2 days ago. And JB, I think we're not going to go too much into it. Conditioning needs to be improved if she wants to be a contender. This was not a stacked show, meaning if she wants to place high at high level shows, conditioning needs to be improved. And I'm sure, and the tan, she needs to figure out the tan. It didn't look like she had a tan on at all.
So sorry to say that, but it was horrible because the lighting was not that optimal. No, and also that missing tan ruined it. Sorry. Whoever's in her corner, I hope she has someone at the show to help her out with the tan. Maybe she needs more layers. Maybe she needs to pre-tan. Maybe she needs a deeper color going in. But we are excited for Martina Lopez. She has arrived. She showed up. She loves to compete. Now it's just finding that condition, and it can take some time for some athletes. And New York Pro, she will have 6 weeks, and we are expecting a better package there. Correct, JB? Definitely. I think she will do it.
In 4th place, JB, and I got to say this was very positively surprising for me. LENA Bedka, pro debut. She's from the Ukraine. There's a lot of great Ukrainian athletes in the pro league. You can see it in the men's physique division and the 212. They're very genetics, very good. Mom of 2 kids, and she won her pro card at the Masters event in 2022. This is her pro debut, JB. And JB, this is bodybuilding structure of big size.
Oh yeah. I was really surprised that big tall lady coming up. I don't not really know. And
JB doesn't know about her. How's this possible?
No, she was I thought I think about it, and I saw I follow her on Instagram, but I saw not very much pictures of her and so on. And and she appeared suddenly on the show, and was very thankful for that. Except symmetry lacking, she has a little bit from the upper body and lower body. A good appearance and a good pro debut.
She came in after prejudging. She was not in the first call out. They gave it to Martina Lopez because Martina Lopez is a very fresh. So they probably like, oh, let's see her. As the finals went, it wasn't. They didn't have time to get any better for the finals. It was just like 30 minutes later or an hour later. As you see in the call-outs, you can see clearly the conditioning was far better than Martina. So obviously she's getting higher and higher, and she beat out Martina. And obviously, if we were judges, we'd do the exactly same thing because you have to bring the conditioning. And she's got great structure, JB. She's a master competitor though, turning pro. Can she add the necessary size maybe in the legs and get those glute tie-ins? She was a little bit not as hard in the hams glutes as some of the other places. Do you think we will see that moving forward?
When she has the ambition, and I think she has, she can do it, but she needs a little bit more time, It's not easy to get that straightforward, and especially when you are a little bit, would I say, advanced in age, and when she takes time and works on it, she can do it better.
It was a great debut, and I'm happy she got the placing she deserved.
Yeah.
JB, 3 girls, obviously in a little bit different league, standing out. And let's talk about the top 2 first. No, how do you want to talk about it, JB? Because these 3 girls are like, we want to see them together in the first call out now, maybe first, or how do you want to talk about it? Do you want to go straight into third, or how do you want to do it?
Let's go to the top 3 in the comparison. Let's go there, because it was a good comparison. And also Sandy Williamson mixed them also up. Thank you very much. To see a little more, women's bodybuilding on stage a little bit longer than expected. So let's talk about them top 3. And on top 3, on the third place, it was,
as we predicted coming in, the top 3. Julia, Theresa, Gabby, because they are in a little bit different league. We expected it, we saw it, and everyone who follows women's bodybuilding, if you follow women's bodybuilding, the contest, you will be able to predict almost every result of every show if you are paying close. Yes, if you're paying close to the athlete's background, who they're with now, and so forth. Gabby, JB, let's start with her. She brought probably the best conditioning of the entire show, JB. Her upper pecs. Did you see the striations on top in the side shot in the front? JB.
Yeah, it was, I think, so this comparison and also this introduction on stage, and I think, wow, okay, she was on point. I have to say,
when she
was on point.
Turns around, everything is there. You see Theresa, also we're going to talk about her, but the stage presence of Gabby, she's happy. She wants to be there. She oozes energy and positivity and I'm on and like beauty. And then Julia WHITESEL comes out and she's slightly off from her New York look. Correct, JB?
Yeah.
Her legs are outstanding, but the upper body wasn't popping in the same way. But you can instantly see, JB, Julia's stage presence and charisma, maybe, it's not the same of a Gabby, and definitely not as a Theresa.
No. It was sad to see. I think Julia in deep knew it, that the shape was not on point. And so a little bit of, I don't know if it was my impression that a little bit of resignation was there when she was posing and also her routine.
Her tan, but JB, her tan was much better than before. Her suit, to me, was beautiful. Her hair, her makeup.
Yeah.
But JB, Theresa comes out. And JB, when Theresa comes out, you can see the elegance. She came in. It was absolutely like she has that stunning look, JB. Theresa. We talked to her coach Andrew Wu. And I asked, was this her best ever? And JB, coaches always say it's her best ever. No what? But he said,
and I don't care about coaches.
This is her best ever. He said they focused on her strong points to make them better, meaning her back, probably, and her presence and her pop and her, you know what I mean, the detail. And he focused on those things. And he said that he learned more with her because they needed a year to learn the athlete, first time. And he figured her out more. And so they were happy to bring their best ever package. And it's hard for us to say if it's best ever or not, because from the lighting at home, it's not so easy to see, correct?
Yeah, you can see it on also as comparison. You can see on Instagram the videos of Gilco Productions and compared to the stream. So it was still different to see for us. And back to Theresa. Theresa, she came on stage and she was so self-conscious. She smiled and she said, "Hey, I'm there. Look, I'm here, and look at me, and I done my homework. That's important." So, and everybody could see she done her homework, and I think that was also the point that she got first.
They started in the call-outs, Theresa, Julia in the middle, but as we saw, Gabby got moved in. Probably the conditioning was very good. But JB, we have to say, Julia is bigger than Gabby.
Yeah.
She has much, much better shape and structure for bodybuilding.
Yeah.
She has a much tighter midsection, as you can see.
Yeah.
Not tighter when it comes to width, if you know what I mean. Because Gabby because in transitions, Gabby, at times you can see the shape of her midsection and from the front. And as it went, they actually moved Julia Witzel out of the first call out, and she had to pose in the second call out group, removing Gabby and THERESA from that one. And that's when everyone knew that Julia will not be in the mix not win this show.
And but it was a little bit confusing to me, but not confusing. Maybe they made fun of it and mixed it a little bit up. Sandy is also...
No, but JB, mix it up. It was so close with Julia and Gabby. And I've spoken to plenty of people in the audience. They have it very 50 of that one, who they think should have, meaning it was so close. Do you really think you would want to put Julia then out of that call out?
Maybe it was a strategy to do
strategy.
It.
What type of strategy?
I think like I said, just to put it up and confuse a little bit the audience, to see what they will judge. Everybody's always complaining about the judging and so on, and now the audience can prove what they are capable for. In the critics, so they put it a little bit different aside, and so they can say it. That's why we're doing this here, and we can say it, and we are conformed with that, and I wasn't confused with it. So,
Martina Lopez, routine of the night, Lenka. I gotta get I misspelled her name already twice on our Instagram. LENA, Bedka, our highest rookie performer in fourth. Julia fell down. She will need to recuperate for Vancouver. They already hired a new coach or an extra eye to help with things, and hopefully she can bring her best for Vancouver. But as you know, JB, Vancouver is not a stacked show, and I think she will probably win that one. I don't think there's anyone really going, and she will have redemption hopefully at this Olympic, because I think this will. I'm not going to say it's going to haunt her, but you can saw the reaction to Julia in the placing. It was not nice for us to see that she was having pain because we like her. So this is a season for her to. Everything needs to change.
Change. To get a little bit of different.
Not everything needs to change. But like the posing, the presentation.
Just what I think, they have a good way. Ryan and herself are in a good way, and they're doing it right. You know what I mean? But maybe a little bit other point of view. Maybe a different coach, maybe posing coach, another one, or just a good friend who's in the scene or in the business, just to get another more input from the other side.
Get that upper body as hard as those legs. Get the little bit. Gabby, tremendous, best ever showing from her. Conditioning in spectacular. That's how we want to see her. And she was shining on stage. And
she won the Masters.
She won the Masters. And THERESA IVANCIK, 3-time Olympian now. Amazon Fitness Mag. Glenn was celebrating with some champagne in his Charlotte Pro Suite as he was watching the figure ladies there. And THERESA IVANCIK, a legend already now in women's bodybuilding, JB.
Yeah, definitely. And THERESA is a long time competitor. So
still keeping all her looks when it comes to freshness. You know what I mean? Like she still looks young. She's past 40, but she has that youth. Fresh. She's a professional, and we take our hats off to THERESA IVANCIK. Great job. Thank you to all the ladies. Thanks to Glenn for putting on this sponsoring, and we want to say something to Andrea Shaw and Sydney and Whitney Jones, JB. Something nice, because of them we had the start of the season.
I'm always nice, you know it.
say something inspirational.
Yeah, inspirational. Okay. Andrea, Sydney, Whitney, thank you very much. You did a great job. I really enjoyed the show. And we could see that it was done with passion and with enthusiasm for the sport and for women's bodybuilding, for women's fitness and women's physique and women's figure. You love the classes. You are Miss O's in that, and we could feel it. So I was flattered, and bam! Thank you very much, and keep it. We're waiting for next year.
And to the millions and millions of fans of the Female Bodybuilding channel, the season has officially started, and JB, he will be at the FIBO. He will get exclusive interviews with the best. Correct, JB?
Definitely. And we'll be there. I'm there on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can see me maybe walking around Andrea Shaw. we are circulating. No.
And yes.
And just
and next week, JB, after that, AJ will be in Sweden with all the greatest women's physique girls in the world, amateurs. You're going to see Malin, the Swedish sensation. We're going to get proper footage from everything in Sweden. And that's going to be the same weekend as the Vancouver Pro. And tons of interviews are coming next week. Alina Popa, is it correct?
Yeah.
Lenny. What's her last name?
Podkowski.
And we have a new American sensation, Sophie
McPhill.
And
sorry, Hemphill.
And finally, the bodybuilding season is here, and we are
out.
Yeah.